Alrighty, it is time to go racing from Talladega. Up front will be Jackson McLean, Chad Biesinger, Joey Smith, and Ryan Nesbitt on the second row. David Baldessere and Randy Cawthon on the third. Chris Standridge, Mikey Mixter on the fourth row. Bill Shermotz and Nick Fancy Frank rounding out the top 10. Dustin Blom in 11th. Tom the Missile Land starting 12th. 13th will be Jason Coffey. Oscar Henson in 14th. Wayne Bridges 15th. William Mann Sr. in 16th. Eli Childs in race control tonight. And William Mann Jr. back in 18th. John Bennett in 19th. The champ starting from the back. Oh yeah, please do, Skylar. A lot of prizes in that big charity event coming. As more sponsors come on, I guarantee you'll see a few of these drivers. You'll see drivers from BRR. You'll see drivers from XCal, Outlaw. Nowski has a big group coming from what I'm hearing. And so many more. Make sure you're following. Make sure you're sharing. Make sure you're watching, because every broadcast, I'm sure we're going to have something new. All these leagues worked really well together. It was a huge team effort last year. I'm sure it will be again. Plus, you got Skylar Massey running the show. Ought to be good. The field is getting lined up at the start-finish line. Remember, this is Talladega. The start-finish line is not in the middle of the front straightaway. It's halfway towards turn 1. 2.66 miles. 33 degrees of banking in turns 1 and 2. 32 and a half in 3 and 4. 16 and a half degrees of banking in the tri-oval. 5 degrees of banking on the front straightaway. Outside of the tri-oval, 3 degrees of banking on the back straightaway. And that difference in banking in the front straightaway always comes into play, can loosen a car up very easily, very quickly. William Mann dropping into the comments, cheering everybody on. William Mann will come out tonight with his first ever championship. Congratulations, buddy. I know you got to be happy about this. I'm proud as all get out to see you get that championship. And huge shout out to Eli Childs up in race control. You got to appreciate a driver of Eli's caliber hopping out of the car, hopping into race control, helping the league out. That is what this league is all about, helping each other. And a bunch of friends, they do an awesome job. Hey, thank you for the stars, Mikey. Appreciate you, buddy. Good luck out there. As the pace car comes out, they'll go on the green flag. The pace car will drop off. Then it's a long drive back toward Barney the flagman before the green drops. 50 laps here, but with a reduced fuel load, they will have to make at least one stop. Take a deep breath. This might be your last chance. 18 cars in the field. They are getting ready to send it here. 200 miles an hour around Talladega. Inches apart. 3 and 4 wide at the end. I guarantee we might see 5 and 6 wide. Here they come, pace car in the middle of the tri-oval, making the long drive down toward the start-finish line. Barney the flagman has the flag up. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away at Talladega. Barney going to town with the green flag as it drops. Off into turn 1. It takes a lap and a half of this big track with the restrictor plates. It takes a while to get these cars up to full speed. Once they do, though, watch out. Guys are going to get massive runs and they will take they'll go for any hole, any opportunity to advance their position. The Missile already getting a little squirrely back there. Looked like he was going to try and make it 3 wide for a moment. He heard there were some fries with that and was trying to get to the front. Jackson McLean leads lap number 1. Joey Smith up in second. You recognize Joey Smith from Jones BS Racing on Monday night. I'm surprised he knows how to drive on asphalt, but here we are. Randy Cawthon in third, Chad Biesinger in fourth. But now they're getting side by side. That outside line, as they lay down rubber here at Talladega, that outside line will have the advantage on the straightaway, and it'll start building an advantage in the turns. The more rubber gets laid down, the faster that outside line will go. Biesinger to the front. Caution is out. Fancy and Jason Coffey involved. First caution of the night. Let's see what happened to Fancy here. There he is in the 159. Looks like he was already getting a little bit of a love tap. Let's back the replay up. Looks like a car got a push down on the bottom, came up the track just a little bit. Yeah, he had to back out of the gas. That was Chris Standridge having to get out of the gas just enough to not get into the 159 of Nick Fancy Frank. Jason Coffey was caught in that. It looks like several drivers had to get evasive, but what in the world, Randy Cawthon? Let's see what happened to Randy. It looks like he caught back up to the back end of the field with a little too... Oh! Looks like there was a little bit of activity right above him. Randy gets down to the bottom quickly. So Biesinger has the lead. Jackson McLean in second. Ryan Nesbitt third. Joey Smith fourth. Mikey Mixter in fifth. Let's see if we can get a quick word with Randy, see how the car is. Hey, Randy, this is Doug. You got me?
I got you, man.
Hey, first question is, I was not aware that one of these Gen 6 Cup cars could do that well in the grass.
Hey, man, it can mow just fine. I got that blade underneath there.
Well, how's the car feeling tonight? It looks like you've got a pretty fast car out there.
Man, I'm just kind of just seeing who I can follow around, just seeing what goes on. It's going to be a long race, a lot of cautions, so you never know what's going to happen here.
Survival of the fittest tonight?
Yeah, pretty much. It's going to be follow the leader for about 40 laps, and last 10 laps we'll play and see what happens.
All right, buddy. Good luck. Try and keep it out of the grass. I think they mowed it before the race tonight.
Well, I just noticed they missed a spot, so I was wanting to get it for them.
That was awesome of you. Good luck, buddy.
Appreciate you, man.
Randy Cawthon helping the crew at Talladega keep the lawn mowed here tonight. Several drivers went to pit road. Jason Coffey, William Mann Sr., Dustin Blom, Bill Shermott, William Mann Jr. It looks like the back half of the field all went to pit road, and the front, about 5 or 6, just stayed out. William Mann Jr. stopped on the back straightaway. Not sure what's going on with... Now he's rolling. He'll get back up into the field. As they stack back up for the restart. It looks like they did delay the green by 1 lap. Josh, that was a big old wreck, but I think that... I think before this is all said and done, we might see some bigger ones. As they come down, they'll get the 1 to green this time. And I know we're only about 4 laps into this thing, but come on, drop in the comments. Tell us who you're cheering for. Tell us who you think's going to win. Heck, tell us how many of these 18 cars will survive till the end. Lights are out on the pace car. If you're interested in joining this league, go check them out on Facebook. F.U.N. iRacing League. We'll post a link to it later tonight as well. Great group of guys running the remainder of the Cup season after next week's special event. Their Spring Nationals, where they'll be doing a lot of different stuff every single night. Always a fun event for this group. Hey, good evening, Aaron. Time to take another deep breath as they come down the back straightaway, getting ready for the green. William Mann Jr. all the way in the back. He has the championship officially locked up now. He's got Fancy right in front of him in that new paint scheme. Outlaw Firearms, the sponsor of the upcoming season. What an awesome, awesome thing to get a big sponsor like that. If you're in Pennsylvania, go check out Outlet Firearms. Located in Grove City, Pennsylvania. Through 3 and 4, the pace car will drop in. Then it is the long drive back to the start-finish line. Chad Biesinger will control the restart. And who can pick up the most spots as they build up speed? A lot of passes get done in those first 2 laps as they try and reach full speed. Who's it going to be this time? Here they come down toward the start-finish line. They fire green flag in the air. Looks like Jackson McLean got a bit of a run up on the high side. He might pull ahead on this one. And McLean drops down to the bottom and takes the lead here. Can he hold it and score his first lap led tonight? Back in the back, Chris Standridge, Tom Land, and Nick Frank all back there building speed. William Mann Jr. way off pace. A bit of a bobble out of the 74. That's Ryan Nesbitt. Still trying to get them all up to speed. Here they come back around. Chad Biesinger back to the bottom. Who's it going to be at the line this time? Looks like it's going to be Biesinger. And look at this. Joey Smith. Oh, we're going to have the big one here. Oh, here we go. Several cars involved. Caution is out. Let's see if we can determine where this exactly started. Looking up around Joey Smith as they go off into turn 1 and 2. Oh! The 81 just gets a little bit of a nudge and then chaos after. Joey Smith drives through it. Jason Coffey was involved. Wayne Bridges involved. Jackson McLean involved. I think Junior might have had the smartest move there. There goes Jason Coffey through the infield. Let's see how Jackson McLean did. Looks like Jackson checked Looks like Jackson came down as he got a little bit of a push from the 91, and then it all went off. Where was Wayne Bridges in this mess? He was caught up in it as well. Jackson almost had it saved, came down in front of Wayne. Wayne gets it. Chris Standridge gets involved as well. And it looks like William Mann Sr. had an issue. He got turned up into the outside wall, tried to get the car back down off the track. A lot of chaos here in the early going at Talladega. A lot of drivers on pit road after that incident. Let's see if we can get a word with possibly the luckiest driver out there, Mikey Mixter. Just barely got involved in that. Seems to be okay. Hey, Mikey, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, it got a little exciting for you, but you came through with flying colors.
I know. All of a sudden, all I seen on my right was blue, and he got into me a little bit, and I was a little worried it was on me, but they're all saying he kind of just got all over the place.
It did look like he got a little bit loose up there. I think he might have gotten a little bit of a bump. After surviving that incident, though, how do you feel your chances are?
Oh, I'm going 3 wins tonight. I mean, I'm running up here with Ryan Nesbitt. I'll probably have to wreck him out tonight, but you know how it goes.
I have to ask, what is the paint scheme?
So, you know when you play a game and your skin doesn't load in, it kind of gives that, like, purple, like, just X pattern thing?
Yes.
I just put it on the car and went with it.
That is really cool. That is a nice concept, man.
Thank you.
Well, good luck tonight, buddy. Hopefully we'll be talking to you in Victory Lane.
All right. Thank you, Doug.
Mikey Mixer, obviously very excited to be here. A lot of drivers going to pit road, got repairs. Looking to see Wayne Bridges, Jason Coffey on pit road. William Mann Sr. on pit road. Tom the Missile Land, Oscar Henson, Dustin Blom, Chris Standridge, Joey Smith, all on pit road. William Mann Jr., after problems on the last restart, not sure what happened there. He survived that from being well behind it and is now back up into the top 10. Everybody getting stacked back up, getting ready to settle back into the fight here. Chad Biesinger, Ryan Nesbitt on the front row. Mikey Mixter, David Baldessare on the second row. Randy Cawthon, John Bennett have the third row. Nick Fancy Frank and William Mann Jr., the Manslammer himself, round out the fourth row. Oscar Henson, Bill Shermans round out the top 10. Tom the Missile Land in 11th, Dustin Blom in 12th, Jackson McLean is 13th. Chris Standridge is in 14th. He's having a rough race. Jason Coffey in 15th. William Mann Jr. survived the incident. He is now in 16th. Wayne Bridges 17th. Joey Smith in 18th. Everybody repaired, ready to go. Once they get back up to speed, we'll dial up some in-car cameras. Those of you who don't race, you're going to love watching this. And those of you who do race, why aren't you already with the Fun League? Here we come out of turn number 4. The pace car drops down. Biesinger controls the restart again. Here they come toward the start-finish line. Biesinger waiting till the drop of the green flag, it looks like, before he fires. Green flag is in the air. They're away again. Looking back through the field as they work their way up to speed. Everybody staying side by side. Looks like we had a little bit of a bobble. I believe that was Randy Cawthon. No, that was John Bennett in the 20 that got a little bit loose there through 1 and 2. Despite the big spoilers here, these cars can get loose, especially if somebody's right underneath your bumper. Look at Mikey Mixter. He's trying to build a run and go to the lead. He said he's going to get 3 wins this season. He is going for it. William Mann Jr., the winningest driver this season, has 3 wins. Mikey looking to tie. So far, Chad Biesinger has led the most laps. Mikey in second. Randy now in third. Fancy up to 4th. William Mann Jr., after problems on the previous restart, has it figured out this time. He jumps to the high side. He's going around Fancy up top. No help. He might lose some ground here. Might be drifting back to get connected with his teammate and dad back there in the 57 car. Meanwhile, Chris Standridge is starting to make his way back toward the front. Remember, he was involved in both incidents. Has restarted 15th or worse every restart tonight. And already back up into the top 10. But William Mann Sr. just ran the fastest lap of the race. The top 3 single file trying to pull away and put some space between them. Nick Frank getting a massive push from Ryan Nesbitt. Big push down the back straightaway, but it is Bill Shermotz that came out of nowhere. He was back at the back of the top 10, now up into 4th, closing in on the top 3. Randy looking up high, seeing if anybody will go with him. And now the Williams are together, Junior and Senior. Senior on the bottom, Junior up top, both in line. As Fancy drifts back just a little bit. Last time by, though, the fastest car on track, also the fastest lap so far tonight, was done by the Missile. Tom the Missile Land in the 91. Oh, Tom run up the track a little bit. You know what? The Missile always puts on a good show. What do you say we dial up his in-car camera? And the Missile gets a massive run. Doesn't take advantage of it yet. Looks like he's just playing it safe for now. Everybody trying to settle into a rhythm here. William Mann Jr. dropping to the bottom as they come out of turn 4. You see the track not exactly smooth, but cars absorbing the bumps well as they draft. And look at the run the Missile has again. Tom is exceptionally good lingering back, doing what he needs to do, and then drafting his way to the front very quickly. You see him just build those runs. He's jumping up to the high side. He is going toward the front. Can't quite get there yet, but if I was all those other cars, I'd be just a little bit worried. I think Tom Land is sitting back there playing with the draft right now. Joey Smith is on pit road. Unexpected pit stop here for Joey. Wayne Bridges, David Baldessere are both off pace, as is Jason Coffey at the moment. Jason and Wayne together at the back of the field, but they are almost 5 seconds behind that lead pack. That might be the safest place on track right now, if we're honest. As it is getting dicey up front, they are racing like it's the last lap here at Talladega. Bill Shermott's made his way from 10th into 4th very quickly and very quietly. Just kind of drove up through the field on the bottom and has made it all the way into the top 5. Has managed to keep the car clean and stay out of trouble. Biesinger still in the lead. Mikey Mixter now up to 2nd. Randy Cawthon in 3rd. Bill Shermott's in 4th. Chris Standridge now up into the top 5 after being involved in both incidents early in the race. And here comes the Mann family. William Mann Jr. now up into 5th. Up on the high side, William Mann Sr. down on the bottom in 8th, and John Bennett, who started dead last on the field in 19th, is now up into 9th, making his way forward in that 20 car. Bennett's going to be, whoa, it gets really dicey in the middle. Tom Land has to jump down. Normally, races at Talladega and Daytona, you have a period of the race that the middle portion where everybody gets single file and plays it safe. Nobody is playing it safe here tonight. Everybody in the field just full send from the drop of the green. And look at this. Even back at the back, Ryan Nesbitt wiggling around. Another one being very quiet here tonight, though, is Oscar Henson. He has managed to hang out just off the back of the pack, keep the car clean and out of trouble for the most part. And, yeah, I think he might be one to watch later in the run. We'll see if he can make his way up toward the front. Down through the tri-oval, we talked about the fact that coming out of turn 4, you go to that flat 5 degrees, then you go back up to 16.5 through the tri-oval, back to 5 degrees. That can unsettle the cars tremendously, especially if somebody's right under your back bumper, and really bad once the tires start to wear. The more tire wear we have, the more these guys are going to be moving around. William Mann Jr. just pushed Randy Cawthon to the lead, but I don't think he's going to be satisfied leaving Randy up there. Biesinger, still holding the lead of the bottom line, has led the majority of the laps so far, but this time the lap is led by Randy Cawthon as 20 laps are in the books. Randy Cawthon now has the lead. William Mann Jr. in 2nd. Biesinger in 3rd. But that outside line led by Dustin Blom, they saw William Mann Jr. do it. They saw Randy do it. And now here they come. And look who is back there. John Bennett. 2nd car in line up top. And they have the missile with him. Oh! We'll have to take a close look at Nesbitt's car. I think he might have kissed the wall here just a little bit. Don't see any scratches or damage on the right side of that car. It is getting really dicey in this outside line. Dustin Blom has been leading it. John Bennett really trying to help him get up there, get even with that front line. Bottom line all snaking around quite a bit as tire wear starts to settle in. As the track temperature comes up, tires wear down and things get a little bit more tricky. Bennett is really pushing him. They have to be careful as well to watch the temperature of the engine. They could blow an engine here in the draft. You'll see guys duck out, especially as the cars get hotter. They'll duck out a line or slide up the track just a little bit to get some fresh air on the nose of that car. I don't think John Bennett is worried about temperature right now. He is just sending it, pushing Dustin Blom toward the front. Tom Land is hooked up with him as well. Outside line really starting to build some momentum. The top five on the bottom, though, is trying to stay single file. What is this? Randy jumping to the high side. And it looks like there is a lap car ahead, I believe. Sorry, I believe that is David Baldessare. It is Baldessare all alone as the field is gaining on him. This could make things very interesting. Baldessare staying up top as the leaders come by. Oh, the missile swings wide off turn 2. Manages to clear. Great work by David Baldessare and the field not having the big one there. However, it did shake up the groups that were running together. Randy now has Dustin Blom right behind him. John Bennett's there. William Mann Jr. hung out to dry up top. And it looks like Randy might have a connection issue. William Mann Jr. up top, got hung out to dry, but now he has got the 17 of Bill Shermott's along to help. Joey Smith, Jackson McLean both appear to be out of the race. Oh, a little wiggle. I think Dustin might have given Randy just a little too much of a bump there. They're going to get halfway as they cross the start-finish line this time. Oh, we've got some moves happening back at the back. Chris Standridge at the back, and now let's see the difference from in Chris's car as they go around. Now that the tires have worn, you see the cars moving around a lot more. The driver's having to fight the wheel more. William Mann Sr. there, off turn 2, a bit of a wiggle. That car was way out of shape. And you see everybody moving around a lot through 3 and 4. Here we go, green flag pit stops underway. Chris Standridge missed pit road entry. Chris tried to get down, was stuck up on the high side. Dustin Blom, William Mann Jr., Bill Shermott, Tom Land, William Mann Sr., Oscar Henson, and Chris Standridge all stay out, although Chris was not trying to stay out. This could get interesting. A lot of problems happen when a lead pack comes around at full speed to a pack coming off pit road. And we will be seeing cars coming off pit road here in just a moment as Ryan Nesbitt leads the pack off. Oh, John Bennett trying to get up to speed. Looks like Bennett was having a little bit of a problem there. Dustin Blom and the lead group stay out. They are going to encounter some cars coming off pit road this time. Chris Standridge finally makes it to pit road, although he is all alone. He will have no drafting help. Now, how many more laps do they stay out? The lead group is on their way to pit road. Everybody gets it woed up by the time they get to pit road entry, and it looks like Ryan Nesbitt will cycle through to the lead with Chad Biesinger in second. One pit stop here tonight. Everybody will complete their pit stop cycle. Ryan Nesbitt leads Chad Biesinger around as William Mann Jr. comes up to speed. Can they get up to speed quickly enough? William Mann Jr. coming out of turn 2, but Nesbitt in the middle of 1 and 2 now. Junior is off of pit road, coming up to speed. Will he have enough time, get fast enough that he can reconnect with the pack that is coming? Tom Land now up to speed. Dustin Blom coming up to speed. Ryan Nesbitt, Chad Biesinger have caught those two. Oh, Nesbitt has to check way up, but drops in line. They don't try and run past him. William Mann Jr. now just waiting for the missile to catch back up so he can join the draft. The top 5 are single file. Here they come past William Mann Jr. He'll get to drop into the draft at the tail end of the lead pack. Should be able to stay with them at this point. And it looks like he does get hooked up. Bill Shermott's currently in 6th. William Mann Sr. now in 7th. Those two are 2.8 seconds behind. Nick Frank now in 8th has Randy Cawthon and Mikey Mixter with them. They are 2.5 seconds behind Shermott's and Mann Sr. Oscar Henson back in 11th has Chris Standridge with him. They are 4 seconds behind Mikey. Jason Coffey, Wayne Bridges together. David Baldessere still trying to fight back, staying in the fight despite being a lap down, hoping for a caution, a waiver round, and a little bit of luck to go his way. But for all you Tom Land fans, the missile is in the lead. Tom the Missile Land leading the top 5 drivers. And that top 5 is currently pulling away from 6th place Bill Shermott's and 7th place William Mann Sr. But with 19 laps to go at Talladega, anything could happen. especially with Randy Cawthon leading this third group. They were 2.8 seconds behind William Mann and Bill Shermutz. They are gaining on him. That gap now just at 2.25 seconds. They'll continue. As long as they can stay nose to tail, they can catch up to those other two drivers. We could see all the drivers start making their way forward. Tom Land still at the lead. Dustin Blom in second. Ryan Nesbitt in third. Chad Biesinger in fourth. William Mann Jr. back in fifth. He is the champ. Regardless of the outcome tonight, he will leave this season finale with the championship. Bill Shermutz, William Mann Sr. now side by side. As here comes Randy Cawthon's group. They are now within 1 second with those two side by side. That allowed them to catch up even quicker. If those two can get connected, they might still have a chance of running down the lead pack. Randy might lead him up the middle. Nope, he is going to... William Mann Sr. dropping down to the bottom, lets him by. Now they're going to try and stay on the back bumper. It looks like they have the momentum to do so. So now we have two five-car packs, excuse me. But that second pack is currently 4.1 seconds behind. But since they gained the extra two cars, they started gaining on the lead pack. 16 laps to go. The time difference is dropping dramatically. It's gone from 5 seconds down to 3.6. Nick Frank sitting there in the middle, currently in 8th, getting the next season organized for this group. They are going to follow the NASCAR schedule for the remainder. Oh! Randy got a little too much of a bump from Mikey Mixter. Manages to hold on to it. As I was saying, Nick Frank, Chris Standridge keep this lead going. Nick got the sponsorship from Outlet Firearms in Pennsylvania. Huge shout out to them, and go check out their website. They have a lot of great stuff. They sell a lot of great brands as well. And if you're in Grove City, Pennsylvania, go see them. Tell them you're there helping support the Fun League. That top 5 still staying nose to tail. Junior falling back just a little bit. This second pack is now 1.5 seconds back. Jason Rome is always cheering on Topher. Mikey Mixter currently running in 7th. Randy in 6th. They have run down this field. William Mann Sr., Bill Shermutz have stayed side by side for quite a while. They have actually lost the draft on the lead pack. As Shermutz hops up into 9th now. William Mann Sr. in 10th. Oscar Henson in 11th, Chris Standridge in 12th have actually started closing down the gap as well. Heard some of the drivers say they were going to play it safe till 10 laps to go. Guess what? We're just a few laps away from everybody going for it. No more friends, no more teamwork, and they may not wait that long. Ryan Nesbitt back up in the front 5. And look at the run Mikey Mixter had right to Randy's back bumper. Eight cars in the lead draft. Shermott and Mann Sr. now 4.6 seconds back, but Oscar Henson and Chris Standridge are about to get hooked up with them. This could get interesting with the front pack going side by side. If those 4 drivers can stay nose to tail, we saw how quickly that second pack was able to run down the lead pack. Could we see it happen again? Both of those drivers really fast, really good at these kind of tracks. I would expect to see either one of them in victory lane at any point. If they can get back up to the lead pack, those guys up front might be in a little bit of trouble. Nesbitt has taken the lead for the first time tonight. Nesbitt did win both races at Daytona this season. Clouds coming over the track, cooling the track down just a little bit. The front pack now single file for the first time. Meanwhile, Chris Standridge, Oscar Henson, they have caught back up to Shermott and Mann Sr. Oh, it's getting a little dicey. It looked like Mikey Mixter was going to try and go 3 wide. Ryan Nesbitt just holding his line at the front, making these guys work for it. That outside line not as well formed as the bottom at the moment. William Mann Jr. abandons the high side, drops down to the bottom. And look at this. He jumps up in front of Randy. Now Randy hangs him out to dry. Oh, Randy's going to hop back up. And he's going to bring Dustin Blom with him. Could that have been a reshuffling to get the guys in the best position to run toward the front? Remember, early in the race, William was able to push. Oh! A bit too much of a bump there, Randy. He is really pushing it. The missile is hopping up to the high side now. Now it's a 3-car group up top trying to get the speed. Tom the Missile land at the front. Mikey Mixter thinking about moving up. Oh, hard into the wall. Big crash out of turn 2. Caution is out. Chris Standridge got caught in this one as well. Let's see if we can see how this one got started. There's Tom Land up on the high side. He's got Junior right. It looked like Nick Frank might have just flown up, got a loose or something. Let's try and get a better look at Fancy and see what happened here. There is Fancy down the bottom in the black 159. I don't know what. It looked like just a bobble. He tried to correct, came up, And he caught the missile in that one as well. Oh, then he drifted back across the track and caught Chris Standridge and Oscar. Let's take a quick look and see how badly the missiles. Hopefully his car is still... Doesn't look like he took any damage in that incident. He might be okay. William Mann Sr. also got past it. Biesinger is going to pit road. Junior's going to pit road. Nesbitt stays out. Let's see if we can get a quick word with our leader. Hey, Ryan, it's Doug. You got me?
Doug, what's up?
Hey, you are definitely making them work for it tonight. They're wrecking themselves trying to get past you.
Oh, really?
That outside line seems to have nothing on you. Usually we see them building some speed right this late in a race, but man, you have just been, once you got to the front, nobody has enough momentum.
Yeah, well, you know, Mikey was giving me some good pushes there. When they started to get the momentum, Mikey was really on my butt, which was helping me out quite a bit.
Well, do you think you're going to be able to hold the rest of these drivers, especially with everybody back together? Can you hold them off for the rest of the race?
I don't know. I'm really worried about the fuel situation right now. I didn't pit right there to keep this first base position, but if I can keep the fuel in it, I might have a good shot at it.
All right, buddy. Good luck. Hopefully you got enough fuel to make it to the end.
Thank you.
Ryan Nesbitt currently in the lead. Mikey Mixter in second. Dustin Blom in third. Fourth is Randy Cawthorn. Chad Biesinger in fifth. William Jr. in sixth. The Missile in seventh. William Mann Sr. in eighth. Bill Shermott's in ninth. Oscar Henson in 10th. Keep an eye on Henson. I have a sneaking suspicion he's been hiding out, and I think he's got more speed than he's let on. Fancy is fully repaired. He is back in 11th. Chris Standridge, Chris is in 11th. Nick in 12th. Jason Coffey 13th. John Bennett in 14th. Wayne Bridges, another one to watch here on this restart. He has been hiding out back there. He definitely knows how to get it done at Dega. All right. Hey, Missile, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, I gotcha.
Hey, your cheering section is getting bigger and bigger, and per Brian Mansfield, you need to see the wind here.
Yeah, I'm wind blind.
You managed to get away from that happening right in front of you without any damage. Can you get back to the front?
I hope so. I'm close enough, and I got fresh tires. So that's what we're going for.
All right, man. Good luck. Hopefully you got it. You definitely have the biggest cheering section here tonight.
Thanks.
Tom the Missile, and as they stack back up 4 fresh tires, part of the back half of the field all on tires and fuel. Question marks with the front half. Ryan Nesbitt, Mikey Mixter have the front row. Dustin Blom, Randy Cawthon the second. Chad Biesinger, William Mann Jr. on the third row. Tom the Missile Land, William Mann Sr. on the fourth row. Father and son nose to tail here. This ought to be good. Oscar Henson in 9th. Bill Shermott's in 10th. Jason Coffey in 11th. Nick Frank in 12th. John Bennett 13th. David Baldessare 14th. Chris Standridge in 15th. Wayne Bridges in 16th. Joey Smith, Jackson McLean both out of the race. It'll be 4 laps to go on the restart. Chris McNamara telling Mikey, don't blow it here, buddy. Mikey did say he was going for win number 3 here tonight. And don't forget the champion, William Mann Jr., had it locked up coming into tonight. Up there in 6th, still in contention, and having raced against him here at Talladega, I know from experience he is a tough one to beat. He'll be there at the end. The real question is who's going to win, and will they win facing the right direction? Pace car is in. The long drive toward the start-finish line begins. Down through the tri-oval, Barney the flag man waiting. Randy blinks again, green flag in the air. Everybody working up to speed now. Nesbitt still in the lead. Dustin Blom in 2nd. They are starting to clear the high line. Biesinger looks like he might try something. Doesn't make a move yet. The Missile down on the bottom making his way forward. Biesinger goes to the high side. The Missile closes in. They're 3 wide mid-pack. Oh, it's getting really, really dicey back there as Shermotz tries to find a hole. William Mann Sr. up on the high side trying to make it 3 wide. It's going to be 3 to go at the line. Ryan Nesbitt still in the lead. Dustin Blom in 2nd. The Missile in 3rd. William Mann Jr., the champion. That outside line is getting really dicey. Randy gets a big push from Mikey. Maybe a little too much. Mikey looks to the inside. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Mikey apparently got tired of pushing. They are definitely giving it everything they've got here. The bottom line single file. As they come down, they will get popsicle sticks. 2 to go. Just over 5 miles. At 200 plus miles an hour. Ryan Nesbitt has the lead. Everybody looking for a way toward the front. William Mann Jr. building up some momentum here. He's got Shermotz right behind him. But Mikey Mixter trying to bring that outside line back. Oh, they are on the apron trying to make a move. Shermotz down to the bottom, forces his way underneath. Nick Frank up on the high side. Shermotz almost getting into William Mann Jr. William Mann Sr. coming to help his boy. And look at the run Fancy has. Nick Fancy Frank, they're 3 wide. They are door banging at 200 miles an hour. White flag is out. Ryan Nesbitt in the lead. It is single file through the top 5, but back behind it is anything but single file. David Baldassare now trying to fight his way forward. William Mann Jr. has had a problem. He has crashed. We'll take a look at that in a few moments. Ryan Nesbitt now has a challenge. Tom the Missile land to the high side. The Missile to the lead. Randy Cawthon still up top trying to find a run. Ryan Nesbitt back in 3rd. Here they come through the try. Oh, Tom Land spins. Randy goes to the lead. But here comes Nesbitt on the high side. Nesbitt gets the win. Randy Cawthon comes home in 2nd. Dustin Blom, comes home in 3rd. Fancy is 4th. David Baldassare 5th. Biesinger comes home in 6th. Jason Coffey in 7th. Chris Standridge 8th. Bill Shermotz in 9th. And John Bennett in 10th. Holy cow. All right, let's see if we can find out what happened with William Mann Jr. here. They were door banging through the tri-oval as they came to the white flag. Down, oh, a hard hit. Shermont and Junior get together. Almost there. Oh, Oscar got caught in it. A lot of the field sneaks by, and Ryan Nesbitt is celebrating the win. They're all just yeeting cars everywhere. Wow, what a finish. All right, let's see if we can find our top three. Actually, our top two, it doesn't look like Dustin Blom is available, so let's see if we can get a hold of Randy. Hey, Randy, it's Doug. You got me?
How you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. That was a close one, and it got exciting on that last lap.
Man, I was going for my first league win right there, and I thought I had it, but I definitely didn't mean to dump Tom right there. I feel like crap for that, but man, I was like P10 on lap 49, but somehow still be right there in the end. I was kind of impressed with that. I'll take P3.
Yeah, you had quite a run toward the front there that last couple of laps. You had a ton of momentum.
Man, I swear, I thought I had it in the bag as soon as Tom picked up on the end right there, coming out 3 and 4, and I got the inside. I was like, yeah, I got it. But he I don't know if he come down, if I come up one. I definitely didn't mean to dump him there.
Well, man,
I don't like doing that.
It was a great race. You did a great job tonight. Congratulations, buddy.
All right, I appreciate you, Doug.
Randy Cawthon comes home second. Let's see if we can get a very happy Ryan Nesbitt. Hey, Ryan, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug, what's up?
Have you caught your breath yet?
Oh, my gosh. What a crazy race, huh?
That was, but that last lap, you were third coming out of turn 4. Actually, you were fourth. Tom Land gets turned and spins off, and then you had a ton of momentum to the high side.
Yeah, super lucky, honestly. Tom had a huge run down the backstretch, and I didn't want to block him on it because I knew it was just going to cause a big wreck. So I pulled down, and I was hoping that maybe I could catch his draft, and maybe we could have a run down the front stretch in the tri-oval. But no, I couldn't have been happier about this one. It was a big win.
That was a really big win. It was a close one too, but man, congratulations! You drove one heck of a race. You dominated tonight, if we're honest, and you definitely earned it, buddy.
Thank you, Doug. I want to thank Nick real quick for putting this on. He does a great job with these NASCAR seasons, and next season's going to be even better. But and I also appreciate you broadcasting. It helps us out a lot.
Well, man, congratulations. Thank you so much. Go celebrate. You definitely earned it tonight.
Thanks, Doug.
All right, and since it's the season finale, we would be remiss if we didn't talk to him. Hey, man, Slammer, it's Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
How's it feel to be the champ?
Pretty good. They're rechecking the score, so hopefully something magical didn't happen and I lose it. But yeah, what a blast, man! I'm glad to these guys let me in, and me, Pop, Randy. We were kind of like our own little trio joining this group, and they're a pretty good group of guys, man.
It was definitely an exciting race. You had a few moments in there that it looked like you were going to run to the front. I was really cheering for you here, but it wasn't to be. But with a 59-point race coming into tonight, you definitely have a championship under your belt now.
Yeah, man. The first one, so it's pretty cool. Never had one of these before, so I'm enjoying it.
Well, go.
Have a good night.
Go celebrate with the old man, the boys, the family. You definitely earned it tonight. Congratulations. You get to call yourself champ, buddy.
Hey, man. Comes around every once in a while. I appreciate it.
All right, buddy. You earned it, bud. Congrats.
Thank you.
And that was our very happy champion, William Mann Jr. What an epic way to end the season. I don't think you start a season at Daytona. You end one at Talladega, though. It was a new one seeing one ended at Talladega, but it was definitely an awesome way for the season to end. Congratulations so much to Ryan Nesbitt. What a run there at the end. Tom Land had a great race as well. Looked like he might have had it in the bag. And William Mann Jr. is the Fun Series champion. Don't forget, if you're interested in joining, go find him on Facebook. We will post a link to it later. Don't forget to check out Outlet Firearms in Grove City, Pennsylvania. You can find them online, outletfirearms.com. Thank you so much to them for coming on board as sponsor for the next season. And it will be an awesome season of racing. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys had as much fun as we did. I'm going to get some oxygen now. You guys have a great night.